Hey y'all, trying to get it where y'all can see me really good. I tell you, it gets so hot and sunny, which I'm not complaining, no. But it gets so sunny behind me, I think it kind of floods me out, so I'm going to close the curtains, although that doesn't really help a whole lot, does it? I know. Today I'm going to cook us something for supper that is called bacon wrapped chicken tenders with a creamy Dijon sauce, and it's all in one pot. It's got green beans as well, and it only takes just a handful of ingredients, but it's very good. And we enjoy it, and it's simple to cook because the hotter it gets, the more we just don't want to be in our kitchen, right? So what we're going to need, I'm going to tell you real quick, is some salt and pepper, and I'm going to put that out of our way as I'm going. For our sauce, our creamy sauce, we're also going to need heavy whipping cream, Dijon mustard, it's very flavorful, right? And some white wine, a dry white wine, and this is Pinot Grigio, made in California white wine that I got for this. And we're going to need some toothpicks because we're going to wrap our chicken tenders. You see these beautiful chicken tenders? I have about 1.5 to 2 pounds of chicken tenders in bacon. We're going to wrap them and secure it with a toothpick, and then later we're going to add some green beans in our one pot. So you see, this is a very simple recipe, and the first thing we need to do is get our chicken tenders wrapped. So I'm going to salt and pepper my chicken before I wrap it in bacon. Just sprinkling some salt. They tell us the higher up we sprinkle, the more evenly we season. So I'm going to get really high sprinkling this salt and pepper. Just however much you normally do. We all kind of salt things differently, and some of us don't even pepper, but John and I love pepper. Did you know black pepper is an anti-inflammatory? Yes, it is. So, but that's not why we like it. We just like how it tastes. This actually is a pepper melange. It's got other colors in there besides black. Alright, so you can make this dish. It's just John and me. You can do it for 2. And if you want to make it for 4, you can do it. Make it for 4 or 6 or 8. That's what I love about this little dish. You can just add as much chicken or as little chicken, whatever you need. I'm going to take 1 piece of bacon, and I'm going to wrap this little fella tender in this bacon. Yum! And maybe secure it with a toothpick just for now, because we're going to cook it in the skillet, and then we're going to slide it in the oven. And you need to be preheating your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I hope all of y'all are doing well. It has reached upper 90s here in Louisiana, so now we're burning up. Some of y'all were just telling me y'all had snow, and I'm just like, wow! This is the time of the year that you wish you had a winter home somewhere, but we always get through it. Y'all see how I'm securing that right there, and we will remove those toothpicks before we cook them. And one thing other I want to tell you, if you don't have chicken tenders, you can't find them in the store, you can take a chicken breast and you can cut it in 2, or you could cut it in 3. And if you want to do an entire chicken breast, absolutely, you'll just do more cook time on it. And what you need to remember is that the internal temperature of your chicken needs to be 165 degrees. So if you can do as big a piece of chicken or as little a piece as you want to. Just make sure you get it cooked enough. And something I do, guys, sometimes in these chicken tender packages, you'll have a teeny tiny little tender and one that's not quite so big. So I'll just put them together like that, okay? And wrap it. That way they won't get overdone when they're cooking with a little bit bigger tenders. Does that make sense? It might not be as pretty, but that's okay. It's still going to taste just as good, isn't it? Yes, it is. So this is too much for John and me too. This is like almost 2 pounds of chicken, but I'm going to make it. And you know what I thought? you could pre-wrap and salt and pepper your chicken, and then you could freeze these little things, and you would have them ready to cook another time. While you're wrapping right now, while you're in this mode, you could pre-make some. But I'm going to cook them all today, and we'll eat them leftover for lunch and different things like that. We will eat them. I know John, he'll probably eat about 4 of these. He will. I don't know what it is about men. They can eat more than us women and not gain weight. I know. I pick at John and I tell him God loves men more than he does women. I say God loves boys more than girls. But I'm just kidding around. I'm just kidding around. I don't know that for sure or anything. But I just say that because men just seem to lose weight easier. Don't have to bear children, right? Right? I know. But then they have the disadvantages too, don't they? Don't they? Y'all see, this doesn't take very long at all. Once you get everything out, that's one thing you need to do is prepare. Get all your ingredients out that you're going to need, so you don't have to keep running back and forth all around the kitchen getting it out with your dirty hands. So make sure you do that as well. I'm almost finished. It's going to work out perfect, my package of bacon. I don't know how many pounds it was, but it was just the right amount of slices. Isn't that crazy? God always does that for me, because I don't even check. I just started, and it's the exact right amount of slices. That's weird. So weird. Sometimes these little tenders have a little white piece here on the end too that I cannot stand. They just don't chew up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You just can chew and chew and chew, and they just don't. So I'll cut it out, and that's what I'm about to do, is cut that out. I noticed it in this one. So that way it will not be hindering us, and we can just gobble it down later, right? Our air conditioner went out upstairs, guys, and our air conditioning men are up in the house working on it. We know them all. We're friends with everybody in a small town. We're all friends. And I sure appreciate them coming out, and I hate it's so hot for them working in it. And they informed me that our A coil is burned up, so we're going to have to replace it because it's really straining our downstairs air conditioner. And next, that's going to go out. Woohoo! Then John and I are going to be sleeping down here in the candy kitchen, aren't we? Don't think we won't. It is way too hot in Louisiana. We grew up doing that, sleeping with no air. When I met John, matter of fact, John had not had any air conditioning until he married me, and we got our double wide, and we had some air conditioning in it. He thought he was fancy, highfalutin. Yes, he did. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. But it was his papa's house, and you know, my grandparents' home, one of the sets of my grandparents, they didn't have air conditioning either. And we spent the night over there all the time. We didn't even care. We loved it so much. We just did not care. I am washing my hands really good with hot soapy water because I was just touching raw chicken, right? I know. I know. Okay, guys, I've got me about a 12-inch skillet. Just have you a nice size skillet that you can put your chicken in, and we're going to add the green beans later. And I'm going to move y'all over here by the stove, and we're going to cook these real quick. Get me some tone. And we are going to start browning our chicken. And really what we're going to do, just cook them on each side about 4 minutes or 5 minutes or so. Just kind of let that bacon get brown. What are you doing? Hello? Start. Okay. My oven's fussing at me. My oven was fussing at me. Anyway, guys, we are going to do our chicken about 4 to 5 minutes on each side, just to let our bacon get browned. And then we're going to slide it in the oven. So I'll see y'all then. Turn my fan off long enough to flip these with y'all. Ooh, aren't they looking pretty? I'm going to flip them. I'm going to go about 4 or 5 more minutes on the other side, and then we're going to slide them in the oven, okay? I will see y'all back. Looking good. Okay, y'all, it's been 5 more minutes, and I can look and see the other side's nice and toasty. Aren't they looking good? I wish y'all could smell these so much. I do. Into our oven, they're going to go. Into the oven they go for 20 minutes, or until the internal temperature is 165 degrees, depending on how big your chicken is, okay? I'll see y'all in 20 minutes, which translates to what, a second? Okay, y'all, 20 minutes has gone by, and it is time to finish this little dish. Gives you just enough time to get cleaned up. Yum. I'm going to show y'all up close. Y'all see? Yum. I know. You see that goodness down in there, that flavor, right? Alright, let me turn my oven off, my hot oven off, please. And now we remove our little chicken, wrapped in bacon, real quick. You see all that flavor down in there? I do too. Yes, I do. Alright guys, I'm going to turn this little burner back on where he was earlier. So we know all about that, right? Okay, now we're going to salt and pepper your green beans. Salt every layer and pepper every layer if you like pepper, so you don't pull from your other layer that you've already seasoned. Yeah, I'm going to use that. Let me rinse this out under y'all. Alright. There we go. And now these just need to go a few minutes to tenderize down in there. And you can do your green beans as tender as you want, or I like mine to still have a little bit of bite, but it's no matter, however you like it, okay? Just like that. And while those are tenderizing a little bit, I'm going to pull all my little toothpicks out of here, because they have done their due, and it's time for us to finish this meal. We don't want these toothpicks in here, do we? No. That will just slow us down, won't it? Let's see. I don't think I got your toothpick. No, I did not. That'll give our green beans just enough time. Where's your little toothpick? There it is. I've tried it without the toothpick, and the bacon does get to just going everywhere, so it helps a little bit. Keep it on there. It sure does. Did y'all hear that pop? This Canyon Kitchen has a tin roof on it, and it just pops the whole time. When I first started cooking down in here, I think, well, what in the world was that? It's just that old tin roof popping in that hot sun. Alright, just that amount of time. We are ready. These look like they're pretty good and tender. Just a few minutes. Just like that. Don't you know those are going to taste good. To this now, I want to add about a half a cup of this white wine. And if you want to skip this step, I bet that it's really good without it too. I really do. So don't feel like you have to do this step. That Dijon mustard and that heavy whipping cream will be good too. There we go. And I'm putting that in there first just so the alcohol can cook out of that wine and leave us all those good flavors that they worked on so hard making that wine. That's what it's going to leave behind, is all that time and hard work. Yes, it is. Okay, now into that same cup, I'm going to pour me 3/4 cup of this heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to put the rest back in this refrigerator. And to that, matter of fact, I'm going to put it down here so I can whisk this. Put it in our green bean bowl. Is Dijon mustard, and this too has a lovely little flavor. It is simply mustard with white wine added to it, so it's kind of mimicking the flavor of the white wine we just put on the green beans. And it's very good. Very, very good. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons right into that heavy cream. Doesn't this sound so good? I think so too, guys. I sure do. And I'm going to whisk this a little bit. Just like that. And we're going to add it right into these green beans. It's a loud vehicle going by somewhere, isn't it? I heard it too. Y'all know I get me a spatula out and get all that yummy goodness. Yes, I do. All we're looking for now is for this cream to thicken, and we're going to put our chicken back down in there. And that's only going to take just a few minutes, okay? Literally like 3 minutes. So I'll see y'all back shortly. This sauce has thickened nice and lovely. Do y'all see it? Y'all want to taste it? I do too. I sure do too. It's going to be so hot. That sauce tastes like you've been working all day on it. Oh my gracious, that's good, y'all. Good stuff. Okay, right into this. I turn the fire off, okay? We're just going to add our little bacon. Wrapped chicken right back in here. Pretty as you please. And I will meet y'all back over at the island. And we're going to taste this, okay? It's that time when we get to enjoy this, y'all. And John is so working late that I don't know when I'm going to see him today. So I'm just going to show you how I'm going to serve it to him. Of course, he's going to eat 3 or 4 of these little things. I'm going to put some of this creamy sauce over it just like that. And a couple of some green beans. And I'm also going to make a little side dish, and I'm going to do that on another video, but it's some Parmesan tomatoes. Be very good with this. Y'all ready? Let's give it a try. Get us a bite of that crispy bacon. I'm always taking really big bites with y'all. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm hungry. I try not to eat much during the day at all so I can eat good with John in the evenings. Y'all ready? Oh my goodness gracious, that is so good. That sauce is very good. Like I say, it's like you've been working on it all day. If you don't like green beans though, you could put asparagus. You could do Brussels sprouts. You could do another green bean like the little snow peas. I mean, you see all the things, the variations you could do. So good. Well, y'all search around these videos because I'm going to do us some Parmesan tomatoes to go with this. And they are like the easiest thing ever. Ever. I so wish I could give y'all a bite. I do. I'll see y'all real soon.